you just plop out another baby? Oh my goodness.
You know you're a really, really good mama.
Hey friends, it is finally time for our sheep to give birth. Okay, so a full 13 days ago, you guys, I was so off. Almost a full 2 weeks. Now that it's past midnight, a full 13 days ago, I said that today was the day for the sheep to give birth. I feel very confident. I'm not misreading signs. We have babies coming today, which is so exciting. I was so ridiculously wrong that it's hilarious. In hindsight, it's funny, but at the time, for the last 13 days, it has been not very funny. But you know what? Finally, I can tell that my sheep is in labor. And so it's real deal today. It's finally happening. Now, if you're new here, a huge welcome. This is New Day Family Farm. My name is Becca, and I'm thrilled that you are here. I am not normally so very terrible at guessing when my animals are going to give birth. I've gotten pretty decent at telling when a goat is about to go into labor. This one's my first sheep, and it's been a doozy because I really thought I had a good grasp on where we were in labor progression, and I was just really, really wrong. Really, really wrong. But today is definitely the day, or should I say tonight is the night, because it is a little after midnight and our sweet sheep here is just about ready to give birth. Now, since it is nighttime, I have my spotlight set up in the barn, but I've got to be real with you, it is not a great, well-lit barn. It is not ideal for shooting video, and so I've got my very attractive, very handy headlamp that I will be wearing so that hopefully I can give you guys at least a little bit of footage of a nighttime birth.
You have that faraway look of a woman in labor. I feel you, sweet girl. You're doing a good job. You're a good girl.
I think that it is almost go time. Our sweet sheep over here, who does have a name, but I'll get to that a little bit later in the video. She is definitely starting to get a little bit pushy. She's been up and down a couple times trying to get comfortable. And when she's down, sometimes she's trying out little pushes. So it should be any moment now.
That is a beautiful baby.
You did good, Mama. Look at you standing up already. Did you just plop out another baby? Oh my goodness. Girly. Oh my goodness. Mama, you gotta pay attention back there. Oh my goodness. You doing okay there, little one? Do we need to suck some fluid out? Oh, goodness. Lots of fluid. Huh. Did you get it? Gentle, Mama, gentle. Here, take this one away so you'll lick this new one. This one, lick this one. This one's still in its sack, Mama. Look. There's a good mama. You gotta wait a second. You were born like a minute ago. Let your mom clean you, then you can get up. Oh my goodness. You are so eager to eat. And before I lose track of which one is which, all right. So this was our, oops, come back, little one. Stay with your mommy. All right, so this was our firstborn one, and it is a boy. Yeah, not surprising. You know what? I love it. You are a beautiful little boy. What about your twin here? Twin is a, oh goodness, I can't see anything. Girl. All right, boy-girl twins, I love it. You know, the reality is I didn't have really like a hoped gender for these babies, and so one of each is excellent. I'm thrilled with that. This is great. Well, I've got to say, I am just shocked at how quickly, apparently, sheep get up and start walking, because with goats, I mean, it's pretty quick. It's within, 5-10 minutes. But these sheep were up and walking. It felt like within moments. I bet it was, legitimately like within the first 2 minutes of life, they were ready to go, which is crazy. But I mean, I guess that goes to show, prey animals, they have that instinct that the moment they hit the ground, they got to be ready to get up and run. So good thing God put that in them. Survival of the fastest, It's cool though. It's really cool to see. So as always, when I have an animal giving birth, my whole goal is to make sure they come out safely and that they nurse. Outside of that, it's mama's issue. I'm going to clear airways. I'm going to dry them off. But beyond making sure they're alive and they know how to nurse, everything else is mama's responsibility, not mine. I try to stay out of it. Once we're past, the scary part of birth where there could be complications, After that, it's her deal, not mine. So as soon as I see these babies nurse, I am off to bed. We'll be back in the morning. And you are working hard to get these babies to nurse. You are such a good mama. You gonna teach them where to go so they can get some milk? Good morning, friends. It is the next day, and it's time to go check on these sweet, sweet babies. Good morning, sweet mama. Oh, look at your sweet, sweet babies. All right, let me introduce you to these two adorable, adorable little lambs. So we have here our little boy. I know, Mama, I will give them back in just a minute. Our little boy here and his little sister here. They are really, really, really similar. So our little boy is a little bit darker and definitely has more of that like super, super curly hair. Whereas the girl is a little bit lighter in color. Her hair is super thick but straighter. So I will let you go back to your mommy. Okay. You are very cute. Oh my goodness, you're very cute. Yeah, check on them. I didn't do anything to them. They're safe. They're safe, sweet mama.
You know, you're a really, really good mama.
Well, I have to be honest. This is not the timing that I personally would have picked. I have been on the edge of my seat. I mean, checking on this sheep 2, 3, 4 times a day for the last 2 weeks. And so I really thought it was going to be a lot earlier than it was. But in hindsight, you know, that first day that I really thought she was going to give birth, it was 40 degrees outside. It was super, super cold. And I was really nervous about if she were to accidentally, you know, still be out in pasture if I hadn't brought her in. And if she had these lambs out there, how quickly would they get cold? Well, today, you know, overnight when she had her babies, it was like 70 degrees. It was, I mean, not hot, but almost. It was plenty warm for babies. And so I'm thrilled that she waited to have these babies until a really, really nice day when it was nice and warm. We do actually have a storm coming in, which is why it's crazy windy outside. So I've been trying to get all of my footage here in the barn because literally no audio is happening outside. I mean, it is so, so windy. So with a storm coming in, I am going to have to be really careful about when I let these guys out to pasture for the first time, because the last thing I want to do is let them out to pasture. Mom goes, you know, moms typically in a prey animal like this, like goats, sheep, cows, they are not going to stick with mom all day long. Mom is going to find a safe spot for the babies and stash them there. Maybe that's under cover of trees. Maybe it's just in some really nice, you know, bushy area or tall grass or something. She's going to stash them and then she's going to go eat all day and she'll come back to them later. Well, what happens a lot of the time, at least, I don't know, maybe it's a domesticated animal thing. The mamas tend to forget where they stashed those babies. Which, I mean, that's why we like to do things like we'll put those tracker collars on the babies so we can push a button, it kind of beeps, and we can help her find them. But if it's in the middle of a storm, if it's pouring rain outside, 1, we're going to lose visibility, and 2, those babies are going to be soaked to the bone very quickly. And that means they're going to get very cold. And that's where our health issues start, is when babies get wet, they can't regulate their temperature as well, they get cold, and then we have really big issues. So with a storm coming in, I don't know that I'm gonna let them out for a little while, but that's okay. They have a nice warm stall, a nice warm barn. I can even let them out into our grassy area attached to the barn. So I'm just gonna keep them, you know, a pretty close eye on them for a few days, just because of the storms we have coming in. Are you coming to say hi? To get a little snack? You are such a good mama. Yes, you're such a good mama. You wanna come say hi? Oh, hello. You're gonna be so sweet. seems to be nap time for these three, and I can't blame them because, you know, giving birth is a lot of hard work, and honestly, being birthed is pretty hard on these little ones too. They need a lot of sleep to recover from that. I love that I've seen them nursing, they're filling their bellies constantly, and she is such a good mom. So I think I'm gonna leave them to it. But before we go, I did want to tell you guys a huge thank you for all of the excellent names. We asked in a previous video for some really good name ideas for our two yet unnamed sheep. We decided on kind of a silly theme, but we wanted some really nice old lady names for our sheep. I don't know why. I don't know where that came from, but our first sheep was Gertrude. We call her Trudy. And so I needed some really good, sweet old lady names to go with those. And you guys delivered. It was amazing. I think I probably got close to 50 names, which is just, I mean, you guys are amazing. First of all, I never would have thought of that many awesome names myself. Second, your names were so good. So without further ado, I wanted to let you know the new names for our two sheep. So after a great deal of deliberation, we finally landed on the two names for our sheep being Mabel and Mildred. I just loved both of those names. They're not names I ever would have thought of myself. So again, a huge thank you to you guys for all of the amazing name choices. Now, we have two new sheep who need names as well. I don't even have any guess as far as like names that would go with Mabel or a different theme. So you guys help me out. Give me theme ideas, give me name ideas, throw whatever you want in the comments because I don't know, but I got a little boy and a little girl lamb that both need names. So I need your help. Please give me some name ideas. Are you guys really excited about all the new additions in the barn? Did you even know that there are new babies in the barn? Huh? Do you even know that there's a new baby in the barn? Two new babies in the barn. Say no, we don't even care. There's hay. We want hay. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being patient with me when I was almost 2 full weeks off on the due date. Hopefully next time around when we have our next sheep give birth, I can get it a little bit better. You know, experience is one of the best teachers for sure. And sometimes we have to learn through mistakes, right? So thank you for your forgiveness and your patience on that one. Hopefully it'll be better next time. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Oh my. Are you big, strong men fighting? What are we fighting about? There's so much hay. You don't have to fight over it. Silly boys.